I just want to start this off giving a disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional. These are all my opinions and solely just opinions, not facts. Um, I'm here to talk about a form of mental health issues that I've been coming across and I feel like I'm personally going through. It goes by the name of executive dysfunction. Now, whoever comes across this, may feel the same way as I do, may not. Again, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just speaking about my experience with this. And if you know, agree with it, or if you feel like you go through the same thing, I encourage you to do your own research and your own due process to find out if this is what's affecting you as well. There are five things or five common symptoms along with executive dysfunction, organizational difficulties, time management issues, emotional regulation, task initiation and completion problems, and other cognitive difficulties. Me personally, I feel like these all coincide with my issues. For starters, I have a horrible time planning things. I started this YouTube channel maybe a year ago now, or a year plus, and I thought I would be able to keep a consistent going of it. And here I am with no schedule to meet up with or to focus on. I'm maybe active every other 2 months, 3 months, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I'm not able to focus on it. Or maybe that's just an excuse, but that's just how I feel. With the organizational difficulty section of executive dysfunction, there comes the subcategories of disorganization, trouble planning, prioritizing, difficulty following multi-step directions. I had a genuine I have a genuine problem when it comes to being able to plan for something. I can't visualize in my head ways to implement plans. I can't think far enough ahead to where I can see the future. To the extent that if somebody asks me what do I want to do in the next week, next month, next year, next 5 years, I draw a complete blank. I can't plan properly, and it's hard, especially when trying to create something like content or build a channel where you need to have a groundwork. You have to have a basis where you can build and build and build. That requires planning and so much patience that I do have patience, just not a structural plan. I don't know how to prioritize things properly. I don't know how to create time to be able to build what I want to do. So I have the sporadic schedule on the channel that I'm building. Number two comes across as time management issues, and to be honest, that's the worst part about it. Like I mentioned, the first one regarding organizational difficulties, time management is worse off for me because the subcategories include poor time estimation, difficulty managing time effectively, and difficulty with time blindness. I am a horrid and abusive procrastinator. I will say I have to get something done by this time, and then I'll tell myself I have 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, 30 minutes. Time comes and goes, and now I'm behind, acting irrational, impulsive, not able to keep focused or keep face when it comes to it. And again, I need to continue with this. These are just my experiences. The third thing regarding executive dysfunction is emotional regulation challenges, impulsivity, emotional outburst, frustration, and irritability. If you are like me and you've somehow come across this video, then you probably have emotional regulation challenges as well. You're not able to think straight in certain moments. You're snapping, overreacting. You're bouncing back and forth between emotions as if you have some sort of bipolar disorder, or you feel bipolar. You can't regulate. You get frustrated, frustrated very quickly, especially on small challenges. In my instances, like editing. These are things that come with executive dysfunction. And as I'm learning more about it, I'm reading more into it, I'm coming to realize like I'm not crazy. I'm just going through something that I have no idea about. It's the same way I discovered task paralysis and realizing like, yeah, I want to start a channel. I want to build and create something new, something different. And when I finally got to it and I was producing a video a day, I realized like I don't know how to make content. I mean, I still don't. A year in, I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm just putting together clips and hoping they work. Or I'm like I did today. I put an entire video out, hoping that it would just create that spark in me again. But I get frustrated seeing like how little progress I have in editing or coming up with creative ways to continue my channel or market myself. I feel as though like it's not spoken about enough. I mean, the way I even found out about this was just like on a whim, because I felt like I was just in a rut, like in the mud, just dragging along. Um, the fourth, uh, the fourth topic regarding executive dysfunction is task initiation and completion problems. Like I said, task paralysis. It's the subcategories include difficulty starting tasks, procrastinating or feeling overwhelmed by the thought of starting of a project, difficulty finishing tasks, struggling to shift between activities. There are moments in which when I was editing, I would put together these clips that I thought this is gonna do well, this is gonna do what I needed to, and then when it came time to it, I realized like I should have given it more time, more thought. I should have created something better. And sure, people have that same sentiment or thought. Like they always, it's not just me, but I feel like I rush things because if I don't do it now, I'm not gonna do it later. I'm gonna forget, or I'm just not gonna be able to get back to it, or whatever other excuse I give. I feel as though it's really a matter of like my own self-doubt, my self-esteem bringing me down to this. I mean, even though I started the idea of this because of a video I made a while back regarding DPD, in which I just spoke about like what I felt was a disorder that's not very commonly talked about, but I feel like should be. Dependent personality disorder, in which like it's similar to bipolar disorder, but it's the dependency to the like to base yourself off of somebody else, some need of something else. It's like a what I considered it for myself was the Cinderella effect, where I feel as though I have to complete tasks for others to feel happy with myself, and that's not really fair to me. It shouldn't be fair to anybody who goes through it. The last topic regarding executive dysfunction is other cognitive difficulties, which include subcategories: working memory problems, difficulty focus and paying attention, trouble with problem solving, difficulty learning and processing information, and social difficulties. At this current point in my life, I'm actually having issues memorizing or remembering short-term things, and I just chalked it up to stress in one's life. It feels as though like every passing moment is a blur. Like I blink and it's gone. But it doesn't have to be that way, you know? At least it shouldn't be that way. Regarding difficulty focusing and paying attention, like I haven't personally been diagnosed with ADHD, but like I don't really keep focus on anything other than like the consistent stream of data that I'm forcing down myself. Doom scrolling, games, or whatever it is that's like on my mind and always on my mind is what keeps me sane, is what I think. But maybe that coping mechanism is actually what's bringing me down further, you know? The next subcategory: trouble with problem solving, struggling to analyze situations and find solutions. It could be the end all be all, like this has to get done now, and I have like it's crunch time, it has to get done. This is a video I've been working on for 3, 4, 5 days, and I've been planning on it with the best of my effort, and here I go, just sending it out because I don't know what else to do. Like, difficulty learning and processing information, having trouble understanding and retaining new information. Like, I legit watch video essays on a day-to-day basis just to keep my mind active, is what I'm telling myself. But if anybody would ever ask me, like, what do you retain, I would just look at them with a blank stare. Like, I saw the title, I guess. Like, that's what I remember the most. Social difficulties. Oof, boy. Maybe you're like me, maybe you're not. Maybe you're more of a social person, you're not as introverted. But small talk isn't enough to stimuli. I feel as though, like, I'm slacking in terms of social activity. It feels as though, like, these small conversations, these small jokes, they don't really do much. They make me feel kind of awkward half the time, so I don't really interact with people. And that social isolation really starts to pick away at your psyche, I feel as though. Like, you just start to feel like you're just an outsider everywhere you go. And it sucks. It really does suck a lot of the times. Those are the 5 main things, and I want to get deeper into each one of them over the course of the video, obviously. Circling back to organizational difficulties, like I mentioned, trouble planning. When it comes to creating content, building a channel, or building a following, building something, most people usually say, like, you have to have a plan of action. You have to know what your basis is, who you want to, like, create a following around, and what you want to do. If I want to be a gaming YouTuber, like, I want to have insight on the game. I want to get good at that game so that if people come to me, they know that they're going to get the best of it, right? Or if I'm going into politics, I have to know what I'm talking about. Economics, I have to know what, like, the economy stands for, what it means, what's the ups, the downs, the ebb and the flow. But I just jumped into something that I had no idea about. I have no idea about creating content, making people laugh or smile the way most, like, YouTubers. Not that they started out doing that, obviously, but, like, who eventually caught on, like, this is what my stick is. This is, like, what I'm good at. I went from, like, solo videos to, like, friends in videos because I just wanted to have fun, and that's what it's supposed to be about, I thought. And then the time kept passing, and then here I am 3, 4, 5 months out of the video because I didn't have a plan of action. I didn't think ahead. I'm not able to follow directions, at least the way I would hope to. The third subcategory, reading difficulty following multi-step directions, I'm not able to follow down this path of, like, read steps 1 through 5 and get it done. I feel as though I'm a visual learner, but maybe that's too restrictive on myself, is what I think a lot of the times. Like, is that normal? Am I normal because I can't follow directions? And if I don't have directions, I can't do something. I feel as though, like, I'm just a dull robot in a world of, like, people, and it sucks. It sucks to feel that way. Going on to step number 2, or the second symptom of executive dysfunction, time management issues. Poor time estimation being the first subcategory. Not being able to measure out the time that I need to properly edit a video down, or properly send it out, how to properly, like, edit out a clip or something to be better, to hone this craft. I struggle with that a lot. I just think if I just force it out now, then it'll get done. But it doesn't make it better. It's just a rushed project. And now I'm sitting here regretting it. Like, I could have done this differently, or that differently, or changed it. The second subcategory of time management issues being difficulty managing time effectively. the subsystems of that, or sub symptoms of that, procrastinating, being constantly late, or struggling to stay on schedule, like I mentioned already, I have a hard time just getting into a constant flow schedule, breaking out of habits of being late, or procrastinating, or fighting myself on a constant, like, 2-3 video basis a week, where I would love to be at, but I can't. And it's because I just don't plan accordingly. I don't give myself the chance to. The third subsection of time management: difficulty with time blindness, struggling to keep in mind future events or long-term goals. I wanted to, by the year end, or the year coming up of having this channel, I wanted to be able to have a certain number of subs, but I gave up. I gave up on my dream, on what I wanted to do, and it wasn't fair to myself to do that, because I thought I could do better, I could be better, I could try and get where I wanted to, and I didn't even give myself the chance, because I just gave up. I didn't keep up with the schedule I had going of 1, 2, maybe 3 videos a week, short to follow up with something else. The third subsection, not subsection, the third section of executive dysfunction, emotional regulations, impulsivity being the first subsection. I went into before, but I impulsively just put out videos after videos after videos, rushed content that, like, if I look back on it now, I probably wouldn't even watch myself. And that's not, like, if you hear any advice from a YouTuber, you think, like, rather, what they would say to you is, if you're not able to watch your own content, if you're not able to watch what you produce, why would anybody else? And as I go back into some of my older videos, yeah, I had fun playing the game, that's cool. But would I watch myself doing that? No, probably not, because I wasn't very much myself. I was trying to portray somebody that I'm not. I value myself as a cool person, but I'm more so just like a dull, like, piece of bread, you know? This is who I am. And I personally enjoy that. I feel like I could be this dull, monotone guy without having to be, like, super exorbitant, forcing the people's attention, or forcing somebody else. Because in the end, though, like, my highest rated thing or highest viewed thing was a clip of, like, it was Piccolo's special beam cannon, from first person perspective on Goku holding Raditz, and the only you hear in the whole video, other than, like, the voice acting, is just the fire detector going off. Like, that's my highest rated short ever, or highest viewed short. I wasn't even talking, and I still find that to be the funniest thing I've ever made. With that, like, it's just crazy that I could watch that time and time and time again, and some people enjoyed it, some people made fun of it. Like, it garnered the attention I was hoping for, but I wasn't talking then. I wasn't even speaking. What spoke for me was just my fire detector going off, you know? Number 3 being emotional regulation challenges. Impulsivity, acting without thinking, leading to hasty decisions. I think I just spoke about this, actually. Emotional outbursts, difficulty controlling or regulating emotions, leading to unexpected or excessive reactions. Like I previously mentioned, I believe I mentioned this, I impulsively put out videos time and time again, and I would be so anxious as to, like, see what the follow-up is, if there's any comments, if there's any thoughts, if there's any suggestions, if there's anything. And for the most part, I wouldn't get anything at all. Like, I wouldn't get mostly any feedback, but I would be angry or upset throughout the day, because it was just like, I'm trying and I'm hoping for results, and I'm getting upset because I'm not seeing anything. And because I'm not seeing the results, here I am, like, you know, I guess I just might as well just give up. It's not worth it. It's not, like, benefiting me. But that's not fair to me. because I'm not actually trying hard enough to keep getting a result out of it. I'm not giving myself the chance to see myself grow. I'm expecting an overnight success, and to be honest, like, if I was anybody else, I wouldn't watch me either. The third thing was frustration and irritability, which I just went over. Number 4 was task initiation and completion problems. Like I've gone into in this video already, I struggled with the idea of being able to start making videos again, start creating content. Like my least watched video was me playing Descendants, First Descendants, and those are just videos I just scrapped along together because it was just like, I need something for tomorrow. I need something. But if I actually gave myself the chance to focus on the game and focus on like the content and focus on what I was doing, I would have made better videos out of it. I would have done something differently, something better. The same way I was doing for the Dragon Ball content. When Dragon Ball Multi was coming out, or was first released for Alpha, I had a lot of fun with that game. A lot of fun. But the content wasn't enough to show that I was worth doing it. And maybe I should have kept going. Sorry for the cough. Just clearing my throat. I'm sorry about that. But there's moments in which I think like I could be doing better, or I should be doing better. And then I just give up. I just feel like it's not worth it. So there's the completion issue about like of getting these things done. And starting a task, even starting on this video, legit my thought process was I need to have something in the background while I'm talking over this. But as I'm thinking about it, I was panicking the whole time, thinking like, is this gonna be worth it? Is anybody gonna watch this? I'm going through my mind, overthinking it already, and it shouldn't matter, because the whole point is to express this same subject. Maybe somebody out there needs to hear this. Maybe somebody out there is looking for the same thing that I am. And obviously, like if anybody out there is hearing this, if this is coming onto your feed for whatever reason, or you're coming across this, I hope that you know that you're not alone, that you're heard, that you matter, you exist for a reason. Executive dysfunction, for me personally, is a subject in which that I can find comfort in knowing that I'm not alone in this, that there's a title, that there's a name behind it, that there's others who also deal with this. So obviously, like, this may have come across to you because you need to hear about it as well, or you need to hear the same common experiences, or maybe not. Maybe you just happen to come across this for whatever reason. I just want you to know that you matter in this world, that you exist. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to matter to people and be valued, regardless of where we came from, who we are, what we do. This is a fickle existence, and it's not said enough, it's not spoken about enough, that life is value, life is hope, life is creation, life is destruction, life is everything that we wish it to be and will it to be. So if you're hearing this, if you're surviving through anything that you've gone through, you matter. You deserve to be heard. Moving on to number 5. Other cognitive difficulties, working memory problems. I've been having issues being able to like remember where I put items, where I put objects, where I place things, where I was 5 minutes ago, or what I was doing. It feels as though like everything I'm doing is in and out of my memory so instantly, and time is passing by so quickly that I can't catch a a grip. And I know I'm not alone in this. I just want to be able to look back at my channel one day and think like, yeah, I put in the effort, I put in the work, I put in the time, and I put in the respect that I wish to receive. And just like I said before about anybody out there who needs this, I know I matter. I know I mean something to somebody, to people out there. And the same love I'm trying to give out into the world is the same love I wish to receive as well. And even if I don't receive it, that's fine. But it's scary. It's scary being in one's own mind sometime, especially in solitude, because the dark secrets, the dark thoughts, those things that you keep away at night, that you hide away into your mind, those aren't just fears, those aren't just collective like nightmares. Those are possibilities, those are realities somewhere else. Those are thoughts that another person might have had, or another version of you might have had, if you believe in that kind of thing. Either way, those are all possible realities as to who you are as a person. And the fact that you're able to get past it, the fact that I'm able to get past it, to continue on and keep going with life, that matters. That means something. So because we're fighting for that, we're pushing for that, we got to keep going, because we deserve the life that we were meant to have, that we were born into, whether we asked to be here or not. For the most part, this was just a rant out of the psyche of a madman, I'd say. But if you agree with anything I've spoken about so far in this video, or if you want to see more of this, or if this came across your page for whatever reason you stuck around this whole time, I appreciate you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for even listening to this. You can follow me, you could subscribe, you could like the video, share it, or dislike it, or do whatever you want. But if this comes across somebody who needs to hear it, just know that you are heard, you are understood, you are loved, and you matter. Good night.